And good morning, good morning, good morning. I was checking my weather app. Because it is gorgeous outside today. Welcome to Friday, August 16th. More than halfway through the month of August. Right now, morning mindset. Hello. First time here or long time here. I need to know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. It's gorgeous. It's sunny and 70 out. It is the first day of school for us here. And so that's what we're going to talk about, is how that first day of school and now how our business changes going forward for the school year. So we're going to talk about that because I know a lot of people are in a similar boat for it. Next up, what do we have in the cup? We're smashing this cherry slush Alania. I mean, the first Alani I had, I believe, was Long Beach Impressions Expo 2 years ago, and it was phenomenal. This cherry slush one, man, it tastes like a cherry slush. It is legit. So we've got that in the cup here. Weather, I think we got all that. We're beautiful. And the most important thing, I believe, is we're setting our day up for success. How do we do that? 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So for us, going through my list, DTF that we need printed out, UV DTF that needs printed out. We've got stickers going out. So we're going to try and switch ports after this for the next show. I've got stickers that need DTF and UV DTF that need to get done today. Stickers that need to get printed out. Cup wraps that we're working on for the Crystal Cruise, so we'll get those squared away. Irritating me. So yeah, we'll definitely change that as soon as this is over. Changing ports because I can't have that flecker around all day. So welcome. Let's check in. We'll see how people are doing today. And then Barb, good morning to you. North Central Minnesota, 64 with rain, water in the bottle, 5 things. Order patch twill, embroider patches, upload new Shopify template, review next week's schedule, clean shop. Great day for Fridays, right? Fridays, typically for us, we do lighter on Fridays. Reason being is if anything carries over from the week, maybe things were delayed, maybe things didn't happen. It's our day to kind of catch up on things. So I don't schedule anything hard, like in-hand things. It allows for rush orders for the weekends. We do that. And it gives me time to clean up kind of those loose ends for this week. Like we've got 2 stores I want to get open today. And that should be pretty simple for the most part, that stuff done. A couple shirt orders that need to get done, which actually we thought it was this Sunday, and they actually need them next Sunday. So that helps. Their date changed. So that was there. And then like getting the stuff done for these cup wraps and that, because we've got to get all that stuff done next week, because we've only got a week before the Crystal Cruise starts up. Crystal Cruise, Bahamas. Man, that'll be, I think they leave a week from Monday. So yeah, that'll be here before we know it. So we're just wrapping up the loose ends today. A couple phone calls there. A couple PSAs that we're going to roll today. Actually, I think I'm going to wait till I'm going to talk about it in our mentorship community, which if you're not part of our mentorship community, take a minute, come join us over there. $20 a month. You'll be able to find a little information right down here. And it's definitely worth it. But I'm going to talk to some people in there and get their opinion on some things because, yeah, I think I'm going to be firing a customer. Almost positive. Chuck, good morning. Currently 81. Only getting to 87 today. Boo-hoo, Chuck. 87. I didn't even say, what's up, Chuck? I didn't even get that. I didn't even get it in there. Good morning, Bar. Jeff, good morning to you. Hi, Chuck. High 68 there in North Central Minnesota. Hi, Jeff from Barb. Jeff's got 73 and rainy in Northern Kentucky. Dial Wild Cherry Pepsi. That's a mouthful. On the rocks. Ooh, on the rocks. It's Friday. Put a little booze in it. 5 things. Some of you heard this before. 3D print vinyl, pack orders, finished 3D model. I don't think I've heard that in there. Play with laser shelf. Speaking of lasers, F1 has arrived. So, I don't know. Do I need to do an unboxing? Because I need to make content with it. That's a given. Do we want an unboxing video of it and setting it up video? Like unboxing, set it up, and first test one? That video 1? Do we just want to go into it? How do we want to do that? Because that showed up on Wednesday afternoon, and we were slammed because Wednesday we had our pressing on-site event for the school, so it was getting stuff there. It was fun, and I've got asked about how we set up our display in the back. So I'm going to talk about that in the mentorship community, and then we'll do that here. next week or so, so that way I can get the measurements down. But first run information over in that mentorship community. So that was a busy there yesterday. Yesterday was a busy all the way around day. We had a good amount of rush orders that came in on DTF. And yeah, I think there was like 5 rush orders that came in and said, hey, and this is like you're in the morning to early afternoon. Is there any way we can get these done and out today? Like, hey, for a rush fee, we can get we might be able to get it done. And yeah, we got everything out. So rushed overnight, they were in hands in less than 24 hours. I'm really excited about that. So now today gets us a little catch up and stuff, get those stickers, get those shirts, work on those doors, get that stuff done for us. Cindy, buenos dias. It is sunny, but humid. I know it is a little humid out there. I'm drinking Squatch energy drink. I don't think I've had that. Daughter's off to first day of dual immersion, first grade. Very nice. Business is finally back to normal, right? Q4 can't come soon enough. Yeah, I don't want Q4 to start. I'm not ready for it. I want things to be in order for it. We had so many big plans to happen over the summer on the business, and they just didn't happen. And why is that? It was because I didn't make them priorities. And that's a huge part of it. Like, we are going to nail down, I think, we're going to nail it down. It is definitely going to be under 5 ornaments, and that's all we're going to do for Christmas. We've kind of got it figured out on the styles. I'm going to see if I can do a little mixed media stuff with UV DTF stickers, and then being able to personalize a spot on that, so that way it can have a little fun there. And so we're going to try a few things out, but we're not going to go crazy wham bam with it. Stick to those core products and push that. We found for us that if we just start trying to offer too much on the direct-to-consumer end, it creates a nightmare on the back end to us. So, while it's fun and I enjoy doing it, I am not prepared for that. So we're gonna cut back what we need to do, and that stuff's gonna start posting now, because before we know it, it'll be here, right? And that's where this whole back to school. How does that change our business? Well, typically I'm in the office between 5 and 6 in the morning, and I would go until 7:30, and then that's when it's time to get kids to school, do that, come back, then we usually morning mindset, go into there and the day. So when there's no school, there's no real time thing, but there's a lot more things going on with the kids. A lot more, hey, we're gonna fight about anything and everything. Somebody sitting too close to me on the couch, somebody this, that, and it's just it's a nightmare when you work at home. Like legit, if you work from home, it's great when your kids are in school. It's not great when they're not in school, because every little issue they've got to come tell you, to text you, to FaceTime you, to message you. They've got to do that for it, and it just it's just not fun. Now that they're back in school, I have that set schedule. Now I can work all day until 2:15, 2:25 when it's time to go get the kids, and then we have that. This will be the last year where it is super easy to do, because next year we'll have kids in 2 different schools, junior high or middle school and elementary school. So that'll create a new problem of scheduling, but it allows for that. When we get back from kids by 3-ish or so, then that's finish up the day. What needs to be shipped out, is everything ready to go, and then I can make sure that's there and finish the job. But it becomes a lot more structured now, and I like structure. I like knowing how my time is going to be divided for the day. It was nice throughout the summer to be able to just go hang out with the kids. Hey, we're going to do this for lunch. Hey, we're going to go here this afternoon. We're going to do that. But now it's buckle down time and back into business, because fourth quarter is coming on fairly quickly. Jenny, good morning to you. 69 up there in northern Indiana, water in the cup. Yeah, I think I fixed it. All. It's that port, and I just moved it a little, so we'll move it over there. And Cindy's 5 things: assemble new show displays for towels, mail run, sculpt wire pendants, solder jump rings, order rhinestones. Sounds like a great day there. Hi, Jenny and Diva. Chandra, good morning from New Hampshire. 60 degrees and cloudy. Caramel macchiato, coffee in the cup. Very nice. Jeff says, unboxing is content. Some folks struggle to ever get their toys out of the box. I 100% agree with that. So yes, I should do an unboxing. And I wasn't sure what all we were going to end up with. So it's just the F1 itself. There's no purifier. There's no slide extension. There's none of that. So we're going to order those. I'm going to reach out and be like, yo, What do you think about this? So it'll just be the machine itself. So it should be pretty rock solid to set up, and we'll see what kind of fun we can get into it. But everything will be content. I think I've got an editor for videos that is going to help me out. You never know until you film content and then send it to them to see what it looks like when you get back. It could be great. It could be horrible. Anything will probably be better than what I would do. I could do live with it, no problem. Editing for it, I'm not the greatest at that. So we'll have that. We'll have that going. So if you have the F1, I'd love to hear some things that you've done with it, because we're going to give it a try. We're going to see what we can do with it. And hi, Shamdra. Or if you're one of those people that, if you are a 3D printer, Jeff, and you have templates or anything that's for that, then there's that I'm interested in. Jeff, I'm going to send you a link. There's something that I would like, and I would like to spend money with you over somebody else. So if it's possible, maybe you could do it. I'll send you something and then see, and then we'll go from there. If not, I'll buy it from there. No problem. Jenny says, I'm so happy the kids are back in school. Me too. It is just, the little things where you're trying to take calls. Like now, the only thing I have to worry about is dog. Like the dog will bark at everything. If I'm going to go live, dog's not bark. That's why going live in the morning, the dog doesn't bark as much. But in the afternoon, when people are out, when kids are out, dog sees anything. Dog hears a plane in the sky, it barks. It's just not good there. Right? Kids back in school. Shander's 5 things. Finish frisbees for tomorrow's concert series events. Create mock-up images for new orders. Create yard signs. Replace worn vinyl on banner. Pack for event tomorrow in between rain showers. It rained here last night. It rained here pretty good, which we've got to go put up some signs this afternoon. So hopefully that rain helped with that. Otherwise, we're going to make something else work. Copy that. Sweet. Yeah, I get a fun link, and I'll send that between here and our next call. So we're good to go on that. So, like, looking forward, planning out the day, how does everything change here? Well, now, the next, starting school on a Friday is weird in itself. So, okay, so next week, full week, but then they have the 3-day weekend because it's Labor Day weekend, right? Like, where did that come from? And once that starts, September 1st, it's fall time. We're going to see all of the, everything's going to be pumpkin spice. Be prepared for that. We're going to see, buffalo plaid. We're going to see pumpkins. We're going to see teal. We're going to see that. So, start getting ready for that. Back to school will be going strong. Fall sports will be going strong. October breast cancer awareness will be going strong. It's all things that you need to start planning for, because if you're not ahead of it now, then come October, November, you're effed, right? Because for us, looking at for people that do on the retail side of things, do you have your times and dates set for your Christmas cutoff? Like here, I'm taking orders through here to guarantee they get to you by Christmas. If not, start looking at that. For us, we're going to be looking at, go through the school calendar. Here's all days that we know that we have kids are out of school, things we're going to have to do. We know that we have a couple days between now and the end of the year where we won't be here. We won't be, in the office, in the country. So there's things that have to be moved around. Okay, what days are we not having, same day print service because we're not in here, so we're not able to do it? Is it something that we're able, if they get it to us by X amount of time, that we can send it out to one of our partners to help with? So setting those schedule ups, making sure that we have all the supplies that we need in. We've ran into it years past, especially on the ornament side of things, where there is blanks that we use that they had ran out of by, the beginning of November. So you want to make sure if your goal is to sell 100 ornaments, then bring in those 100 ornaments now. Spend the money, have it here so you have them. Because you don't want to sell things that you don't have access to. I've seen that more times than not, where somebody listed a product and then it was sold out and they couldn't do anything more with it because they didn't have enough in there. So make sure that you're paying attention to what products you're selling and what your supply chains is with that. And Shander says, we just left your area for storms, but it's breaking up a bit. Yeah, it was crazy with storms all through it. Fall sports have already started here. Football scrimmage today. Seen soccer games for high school all this week. For us, it officially starts next week. I think that there was nothing, practices and that have started, but nothing has officially went through because we've got a couple stores that are going to close this weekend to be able to make sure people get stuff by first game. So That's how I know we're not there with it yet. But even with that, we know, okay, things are starting up. All right, once you get this thing and you get them set up, so we got our fall sports there. We need to look at, what's the winter sports? Let's start planning for that. What's the spring sports? Start planning for that. What's everything that's between now and then? It's just I think a big majority of our scheduling is planning. What's going to happen? When is it going to happen? What are we doing with it? And the biggest, I feel that we get a lot of people, for whatever reason, they're afraid of this word, and it's not work, it's profit. They don't want to make the money that they should. They don't feel like that their product is worth this. And the first one to tell you that's wrong. You deserve to make a profit. I actually got invited to speak at a conference that it's going to happen here, and I think it's going to come out in November, and it's on profit. And that's one of the things that when somebody says, "What would you charge for this?" It's hard to say that because I don't know what it costs you to make it. Okay? Because it doesn't cost everybody the same things to make it. When you look at us, we're in a border state. So in our, I'm going to look and see, so I don't get my numbers wrong and nobody can call me out for it, but we are on Iowa-Illinois border. So Iowa minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. As of right now, Iowa minimum wage is $7.24 an hour. The Illinois minimum wage is $14 an hour. So you see, in a typical day, it costs you twice as much for that same. You have two businesses, right? So I have this business. Here's me, Fat Dad. We've got a location in Moline. We've got a location in Bettendorf. We're paying our employees minimum wage. It costs me twice as much to pay my employees in Illinois than it does in Iowa. So that's where it's hard to say, hey, what can you charge for this? On an 8-hour day, on this employee, 8 times $7.25, what are they costing me? 8 times $7.25 for an 8-hour employee, 8 times 7.25, they're costing me $58 for the day. 8 times 14, it's 112. So it's a huge difference. And when you extrapolate that out through the month and through the year, that's a huge difference. So that's where it's very difficult to say, hey, this is what you should charge for it. I can't tell you what to charge for it because I don't know your numbers. You need to know your numbers so what you can charge for that. So you're making sure that you are making a profit. Profit is not a dirty word. Everybody deserves to make a profit. There's no reason to not make a profit on it. You don't need to do everything. You can have other people do stuff for you, and you can do a markup or a margin calculator where you can make the same amount on it every time. So you are able to make money for it. But you deserve to make a profit. I don't understand why everything is selling, still wants to be the cheapest. Anymore, what's a night out? What's a dinner out? $100 for 2 people? I mean, maybe an average meal is going to be $20 to $25 a person, right? Throw in a couple drinks. Okay. So those are going to run you $6 to $10, $12 each. All right, let's throw in an appetizer. That's going to run you $15. Throw in a dessert, 15. Before you know it's $100 for a meal that you're just going to crap out later. So, this is real life. You need to make sure that you're charging for it. Prices are going up. Equipment is going up. Supplies are going up. Shipping is going up. Everything is going up. So the days of saying, "Hey, we want to be the cheapest in town," I don't want to be that person. We are not the cheapest on a lot of things we do, and I'm fine with that. If somebody wants to go somewhere else because it's cheaper, have at it. Because what we have found is that when somebody is only basing their order off of price, those are usually the biggest issue customers. Now, in other instances, we have things where they have to take bids and they have to take the lowest. I am not going to be the lowest, so we're not going to win school bids. And even then, you could wait 30, 60, 90 days. So not only am I the lowest price on it, but I'm also waiting to get paid on it. So think about that when it comes to your business. You deserve to get paid. Sandra said the buses were doing practice runs this week to be able to set the bus schedule. They stopped in front of my house. I'll have to call the bus garage and tell them we don't have kids here anymore. Hey, you never know. You never know. They just want to stop and say hi. Maybe that's just what they want to do, is stop and say hi. So that's what we got today. Today is going to be a good catch-up day. We're going to have great conversation over in the mentorship group. I've got a customer issue I've got the display that we're going to talk about. So that starts in about 37 minutes. So make sure to sign up down here below and get over there for it. I'm going to call it a day because I want to get these wraps designed and out before we get rocking and rolling. So we're good to go with that. With that, you guys have an amazing weekend. We'll be back here Monday, Morning Mindset. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you haven't taken a chance, make sure like and subscribe and share because, hey, a lot of you that are watching this are not subscribed. So we would appreciate if you did subscribe for that. So until next time, peace, love, press on. We will see you then.